seeing how Steve was able to create all the other sort of grounding elements around some of the absurdist elements. He's just uniquely gifted at doing that, at mixing these stews, with the shows that he's done and the movies that he's done. So a chance to be a part of that was a real easy yes for me. David, he gave me a call one day. It was one of the greatest calls ever.
I mean, I've been with it for like 4 years, 3.5 years with Steve, and sort of started at the beginning. Steve and I got together and talked about shows that we loved and things that we wanted to do, and it was all about a strong hook of like a murder, but then some real genre subverting stuff where you think it's gonna be okay. We're gonna make some serious drama where they're gonna be, and then it's like, no, these are weird people in the suburbs, like pretending to have deep sea mining companies so they can say the word bangmaster. What is going on? So, I just think he is. My window for watching gets narrower and narrower the older I get. I have less tolerance for bullshit, kind of. And I just want to watch things that are genuinely funny and genuinely deeply felt. And I don't care if they're good for me or you tell me they're right or whatever. And there's something about Steve's work, and especially about this, that I feel like is just good quality stuff. And it's just pleasurable TV. And that's all I really want to make.
It's almost everything. It was the way it was written, the language, the dialogue was so unique and so specific. The timeline of it being all over the place, like it didn't do that. That's not just in editing. That's actually the way he wrote it. And so it sort of unfolds in this way. And these characters, how you feel so deeply for these two people beside me, you feel so deeply about what they're going through. And then to be the person sort of in the middle of going back and forth between these two, not understanding what her intentions are at all with either of them, just seemed fascinating to me. And then, of course, Steve Conrad, his vision just seemed so clear on the page and so beautiful and so unique. And HBO is one. I mean, it just had everything. Seemed like it would be fun, and it was like it exceeded all of my expectations being on set every day. Like I think we would all do it for 10 years if we could.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, you're not really sure how the director's going to choose to play this.
Yeah.
Is it going to be salacious, gratuitous, distasteful, or will it be sort of just implied imagery, or what? It's all the director's prerogative, and he had a very specific way in which he was going to do it, and a way in which he was not going to do it, and between him and his incredibly talented cinematographer Jimmy Whittaker, they were very prescriptive with the way in which they set these scenes up and put us to ease very quickly about what the level of nudity would not be, and what these scenes really should feel like. It's not about expressions of passion and titillation, but more about this exploration of vulnerabilities and questions, and they're really sort of kind of virgins in a lot of these areas that they're exploring. So there's something kind of sweet about it.
Yeah, I didn't get that many takes.
Yeah.
I would have liked a couple more takes. I got like 2 takes. And it was, Todrick just came out and they just did the whole thing top to soup to nuts. And I got okay. I did sign language for like 4 months. And I worked a lot on this thing and I got okay. But man, that is like fast. He's saying like, hands, hips, heels,
Yeah.
new phone, who this? So it was very nerve-wracking. I wasn't having any fun. It may look like I was having fun. At the end, once I get into shablam, I'm having fun. But before that, it's just sheer terror.
I loved it. It was I love like a dance crowd scene. I just love it because you get everybody's energy, I mean, and then there's times where you have to be quiet and all this stuff, but it was such Todrick did a great job. There was
Yeah.
a full crowd of people late at
Yeah.
night. It was towards the very end. It was his last day, and it was just kind of sad celebration, saying goodbye to it.
Yeah, yeah. It was, I mean, I'm joking. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Oh,
Every
you
day
were
on these
great. The
shoots was fun.
eyelashes. Don't forget the eyelashes.
Every day on the set was fun for different ways. But yeah, that was like really, we were towards the end. I think we saved that, even though it comes only in the second episode or something, we were really towards the end to get everybody together. And Jason like had to take off and get on a plane. And it was, yeah, it was just surreal because I think we'd had, at least I had such a profound experience making this show. It was unlike anything I'd ever done. I mean, I think I went to places I've never been, and I think, you know, I'm just, I just had such a glorious time doing it. So it was one of those surreal endings where it's like everybody just has to go away. And so, yeah,
I was shocked that the pad went under the shirt.
I was
I
shocked
did
by that
not
too. Yeah,
anticipate that.
yeah.
So once that
It can be
happened,
done both ways, though.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. But it was very clear that Steve wanted it under the shirt.
Yeah.
And that gave me like I was restricted, but it also gave me this huge freedom because you just throw it all in the way. You can't worry about, you're worried about, oh, in our sex scene if I look okay, whatever. And then you wear that outfit and you're like, no, it's all up for grabs now. My vanity's gone. It was great. I loved it. I love the juxtaposition of like that's what happens. I love that that's how she's trying to make money. Then that's also what's not working for him, which makes their marriage sort of falter. And then that is the catalyst for everything else that happens. It's silly and it's also so important,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
towards the end too, there's some really sweet moments that come to light that are really fun pieces of information about that too.
Well, it's different because it's Steve Conrad, and it was a real joy to be a soldier for him, and what he was putting together, this world he was building for all of us. I've played a lot of jerks, a lot of sarcastic, kind of acerbic characters that may have flashes of doubt and contrition, and but this guy is full bore, kind of sweet and simple, and thirsty to be a bit more sophisticated and have a bit more edge to him. Maybe he's like he wants to try that on, and that was really interesting to me. I was excited to play that.